What's up?
It's your boy.
Oscar G, we're back at it again for another podcast. This time you're going to be able to see my face just because, I felt like it. That's really it. Um, yeah, we're back here again. You know, just enjoying it, man. I mean, I feel like I got a little bit of a, like, I don't think I got a second wind per se. Oh, shit. Yo, the whole mic stand just, hold on. The whole thing just came. Oh, sorry for that fucking noise. The whole thing just fucking snapped off. I don't know what it was, but it's back in there. Anyways, I just felt like it, you know. I think eventually that's kind of what I want to do, anyways. Don't really have the best studio because it's not even fucking soundproof. I mean, it's just me chilling in the fucking. It's just me chilling up here in the fucking balcony. Like, I'm not even like, you know, I'm not doing anything. I'm just being here. But, you know, low budget. But we're going to keep grinding. Hopefully, we can get a studio. Not even a studio, just a spot where, it's actually soundproof. I don't need a whole fucking. Now, listen, I don't need a whole fucking, sound system and all this shit. Maybe later in the future, of course. But right now, I'm just trying to get somewhere where it's not that fucking loud and it is hot as balls right now. Like, it is hot as a devil's asshole right now. Because it is, I don't know, man. It's fucking Texas. Like, it's hot. It's just always fucking hot, even in the night. You know, one of the main things that I liked when I went vacation to California was just the weather. The weather was fucking amazing. I mean, it was like by like 7 p.m. it's already like in the 60s and shit. Like, it was nice, bro. But here's the thing, I still prefer being here. I fucking love it. As you can see, we got a cigar here. Don't remember what it's called. Let me see. Rough Rider. Ready to fuck with it. A long time ago, I got a little bit into cigars. Just feel like having one today and just having a little bit of a talk, about whatever the fuck goes on. So this is gonna take longer to light, so I'm just gonna talk as I do it, cause for those of you that have never smoked cigars, you don't just fucking put the flame to the thing like a fucking, like an animal. Apparently, right? You put it above the flame, right? You put it above the flame. You just kind of let it sit there. Kind of let it sit there. And of course, you know, that's what it is. And it's fucking difficult because there is wind, hot ass wind, coming at me right now, and I'm trying to fucking get this cigar going. Just trying to get this thing going. But anyways, as I was saying, that was kind of like one of the few things, and the weed. I mean, honestly, I don't know if I'd be able to financially recover from Texas being legalized for marijuana. But I'll tell you what, man, I wouldn't be mad at it. 'Cause that shit was awesome, man. That shit was really awesome. Like, just showed me what we could do here, and I feel like we could do it better. We could have like a weed Bucky's or something. Those of you that don't know what Bucky's is, you missing out, my guy. You missing out. You straight up missing out. Like, no cap. Bucky's is like, it's legendary, my guy. Like, especially here in Texas, it's fucking legendary. Like, you can't get a better gas station. You know, I'm pretty sure other parts of the country have like a regional thing, but I'm telling you right now, they ain't got shit on Bucky's. All right. It's been a while since I've done this, so hopefully I'm not. Burn myself. Burn the fuck out of myself. I got another lighter because I'm not. Oh my god. I'm talking about that. Um, holy shit. So my girlfriend, of course, has TikTok because she's like most of America. I just refuse, even though I like most of Facebook videos and YouTube videos are pretty much just TikToks at this point. Like, it's kind of ridiculous. But I'm trying, guys. I don't know if this is how it works like a blunt or something, or you just kind of do this and then fucking. No, I'm just fucking. You know what? I give up. You know, I got this bitch right here. Oh, I'm burning my finger. There we go. Beautiful. I got weak lungs. Anyways, as I was saying, I feel like we could do it better. And Bucky's is fucking amazing. Like, and yeah, like other gas stations will have clean restrooms, but do they have a dedicated staff for fucking barbecue sandwiches and fucking andouille sausage fucking sandwiches? No. Do they have an entire kitchen staff dedicated towards the most unhealthy shit plus beef jerky, the most amazing beef jerky ever? No. Do they have a dedicated staff to fucking whatever the fuck it is, toffee or some shit? I don't know what the fuck it is, alright? But they have a whole, like, it's a fucking Walmart over there, man. Like, you don't have to go to Walmart when you go to Bucky's, because Bucky's gonna have it all, alright? You want a neck pillow? We got you. You want a 20-foot charger? We got you. You want whatever the fuck, man? We got you. We got all the energy drinks. We got all of them. This is not sponsored. That's why I had to cover the shit, but yeah. It's not. This isn't sponsored, but I'm doing it. Check out Rough Riders. Like, it's fucking amazing. Like, I know some people don't like flavored cigars. This one's not bad. Like, I'm not a cigar guy, so what the fuck do I know? I liked them more than the other ones. I'll tell you that fucking much. The other ones were dark as shit, and I didn't know because it was my first time getting one that the dark ones are the ones that fucking, they're the strong ones. They're the ones for fucking, for Fidel Castro and shit. I didn't fucking know that shit. So I'm over here like getting like, oh, this seems cool. Like it's fucking blah, dark, dark, just dark as shit, bro. Dark as balls. And I'm just like, whatever. Hey, cool. We got a cigar. Let's go. And I try it, and I remember the first hit, bro. Like, I thought weed was bad. Like, oh my god, I was coughing my lungs out. It was really, really bad. And I mean, I was fucking choking. And I couldn't get through. I think I did like maybe this much, and I was just like, I can't do it, man. It's too fucking strong. Like, the tobacco's too much, man. It's just too much. Like, why am I gonna? No. Okay, if I'm gonna put this much effort into smoking, I'm just gonna smoke some fucking weed. Okay, that's all I'm doing. All right, I'm a pothead. What do you want me to do? All right, I'm no fucking cigar smoker, but today I felt like it, so we're gonna do what we want to do. Cause it's life. It's life. Ooh, ugh, it's trippy. What else, saying? I feel like the side isn't lighting up the same. I got OCD with whenever I do things like this because I don't know. I don't want it to start like see how it's like you can't see it, but it's burning a little bit more on one side, so I'm trying to heat up the other. I don't know. It'll figure itself out. But as I was saying, I don't remember what I was saying. But oh yeah, yeah. If I'm gonna put that much effort into it, I'm just gonna smoke. But anyways, yeah, I think we could like a Bucky's, fucking dispensary, top notch, top notch. They gonna serve homemade lemonades and shit, like top notch, bro. Top notch. But I don't know. I don't think Texas. I mean, it's gonna be a long fucking time before Texas even legalizes that shit. Right now, they just passed. I think they just passed, or they're considering passing that cancer patients can now do like weed that is practically just like. I mean, it's fucking Reggie. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's Reggie. But I mean, at least those people have something. It's better than having nothing. Because I mean, like imagining, like, let's say you get cancer and you're like, you figured that like, weed is gonna help you out. Like weed, let's just say you have no appetite, you need to eat. Whether you like it or not, if you get super stoned, you're gonna fucking eat. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, what's your choice? What are you gonna do here? Are you gonna stay here and not eat and just waste away, or are you gonna go to Colorado and like, you know, still probably be fucked up because you got cancer, but at least you got like, at least you can eat. You know what I'm saying? I guess at least you can eat, man. Because I mean, it's got to be horrible, man. It's got to be horrible. I would not. Ugh. What's crazy is that a lot of people get cancer, like a lot of, because we're not designed to be fucking living 100 years. Like we're not supposed to live this long, you know. According to the, whatever the fuck. According to BuzzFeed, that they just copied and pasted shit from Reddit. You're not supposed to. You're not supposed to fucking be doing, like you're not supposed to do that. You know. I'm starting to feel this cigar. It's pretty good. But as I was saying, you're not supposed to. Okay, it's just the truth. That's just the truth. You know. Hopefully we get, dude. I'm just hoping that we get to the point to where like, hey, we can rebuild organs and shit because, you know, if I'm gonna bet that I'm gonna get any kind of cancer, it's gonna be either ass cancer or lung cancer for sure, for sure. Ass cancer because I just can't stop. I mean, I take shit like 3 or 4 times a day. Like I don't know what it is. It's just I'm just taking shit, bro. Like I got IBS and I'm poor, which is a combination for shitting all the time because when I think for most people that have IBS, like if you stress or you're like going through a lot of tough shit, you just have to take a shit. Like shit happens, shit just happens. But like I don't know, my guy. I don't know. I mean, it's cool. Like I like smoking and shit, but I think we can figure out a way to do it like the nicotine patches. I mean, maybe they have figured it out. I don't know. I don't keep up with like all the weed related news. Yeah, even though I smoke every day, I'm not that kind of party. Like, hey man, did you hear the new strain? Blah 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 blah. Right? That's for places that are legalized. That's California shit. I don't have that. Okay, I got some shit that looks good. Mm, you know. I will say though, they're taxing the fuck out of that shit. Because I mean, but I mean for an eighth, it wasn't that bad. Like 20, 30 for some good shit considered to what I'm getting here. But recently, good shit's been coming here, which I don't know what that means, but enough illegal talk. It's no politics. Like that's what I love about this is that like Biden is like now president, and now we're not getting shit rammed down our throats because you know a lot of the media is liberal, so they won, so they're not gonna whatever. And oh my god, fucking sorry. I put a sheet over the thing, and like I'm just seeing people walk by and like it's throwing me off. Cause I don't have a studio. Anyways, that's crazy, man. Afghanistan got taken over. Holy fuck. You know, that's what people don't. That's what. Well, not that people. It's just like we think that history is like. We don't realize that we're in the middle of history shit, like historical shit. Like, I mean, it was a joke that like people went in and invaded the White House. Sorry, there was a hair there. And but that was a real thing. Like, imagine if you went into the history books and like Americans were so mad at their government that they went into the White House and just started doing shit. Of course, they were fucking stupid. They were recording each other, going live and shit. Like, of course you're gonna get fucking caught. But I mean, think about that. What if they decided, fuck it, we're gonna take over the government, and they really attacked? Like, that's some crazy shit. Like, they really tested security. And what's also crazy about it is that, from what I remember, right? Because I don't have the fucking, I don't have a laptop here. I don't have anything. I'm just me with my fucking crazy speculations. Okay. They dead ass like didn't cops and shit like step aside like, you know what, fuck it, bro, we're not even paying us. Like that's so crazy shit. Crazy shit went down in 2020, man. And now with this Delta strain, who the fuck knows? They want to bring us back inside. Like, I don't know. That's Here's the thing. It's necessary, but I don't know if stupid people are gonna be able to handle it because that's the real danger, right? The danger isn't the responsible people that are taking vaccines and are trying to wear a mask and are doing all this shit. No, the dangerous people are the stupid people that believe anti-vax, that believe that the government's trying to chip you and all this shit. They're fucking insane. Like, and yeah, like, man, just chip me. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? What the fuck am I gonna do? You know? But we do kind of need a revolution or something, just to even shit out, just to like, because I mean we're all kind of fucked. Like if you really think about it, it's probably like the last generation where we're gonna have it pretty good, because we had it pretty good before 2020. I think this is where shit starts hitting the fan. Pretty soon, in my opinion. You know, within our lifetime, we're gonna start seeing shit really, really go down. And fuck, that's why I don't want to have kids, honestly. For those of you that have kids, fucking good luck, man. Because them kids are not going to fucking make it to 80 like you are. They are not. There is no fucking way. Like, And even if we have 200 years, like, oh, well, that's a problem for them. No, we should really be doing, like, a lot of shit now. But who the fuck am I, right? Look, 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 I'm contributing. I'm contributing with this, with the fucking electricity and the fucking microphone and this shit was made in China by some kid or something, like. So was the phone that I'm recording on. So was the fucking lamp. I'm pretty sure. Like, yeah, yeah. In my opinion, we're a pretty weak country right now. We don't make anything. Everything that I'm sitting on, that I'm that I'm fucking wearing, that I'm fucking using, most likely was made overseas. None of this is American. Like, I have a fucking Lone Star State fucking launcher right here. I'm pretty sure that shit was made in Taiwan or some shit. I don't know. Wherever's the cheapest fucking child labor or fucking human labor, right? Damn, we're like kind of the bad guys, aren't we? Like, we're kind of the bad guys. Like, we're just fucking using other people for labor. But woo, glad I'm on this side, I guess. You know, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know what the fuck to talk about right now. We're just here, you know. Finally, kind of got my shit together though. I'm gonna start making the Twitter account so you guys get to see a little bit ahead of time when I'm gonna drop another podcast. Um, kind of updated, the banner, just slowly starting to get into it, kind of starting to actually expand, and trying to get into social media and stuff because I want to admit, like, I didn't know if I was gonna actually do this shit, like, not like I'm not saying like, oh, I'm gonna do full time now, but I'm saying like, there's a lot of things that you try in life that you think you're gonna enjoy or that you think you're gonna do for the rest of your life, and it turns out that's not really what you want to do. Right? When I first came here to California, damn, bro, they got me. They fucking got me. I'm over here talking about California. No, no, no. I always want y'all to know I'm never going there. The weed is cool and all, but fuck that. Fuck that shit. Straight up fuck that shit. But anyways, yeah, man, like, I don't know what I was talking about. Fuck. Oh yeah, I came here to a city, right, to do like comedy, and I was enjoying it, man. It was okay, but here's the thing, man. Like, I came here with nothing. Like, when I say I came here with nothing, like, I think I said it in the previous podcast, but like, I came with nothing, like, dead ass nothing. Like, I had just gotten my paycheck, was like $1,200, right? I saved like an extra 400. I had gotten a loan for like 500, so I had $1,900. My girlfriend had like less than me. We spent all the money on the first month's rent plus deposit, all that shit. We went to the store. We got an air mattress. We got a fucking, that's all we got. That's all we had for like a good bit of a week, maybe a month, 2 months, and just me Ubering, man. And I remember it was very fucking difficult because, um, it was the first time my girlfriend had kind of like left her house, like her home, and she was kind of going through this whole like, not like depression, pretty much, and so she wasn't really like. And don't get me wrong, like, it didn't stay like that forever. but like she wasn't really like. I felt like at least me personally wasn't really putting in the weight, and so it kind of fell on me because like we have to pay bills. Like I've been renting before, and so like you can get kicked out of this shit easy. So like I remember I'd be pulling like a lot of hours, man, just going out there picking random ass people up and just fucking trying to be like I'm excited, like just trying to get good stars, trying to get tips and shit. And it was fucking rough, man. For like the first, I want to say we moved here like in like August, I want to say, and from that whole year, we were just barely making it. Like there was plenty of there was like most of those months we didn't have enough for the rent, and I needed to make like $600 like within 1 week, which at that time I didn't really like. Now that I've been here a while, I know where to go to get good rides, to get good this, to that. But back then, I was just guessing. You're wasting gas. You're trying to figure out where the fuck to go. Like, I was spending money that I didn't have for like gas. I was hungry all the time. Just fucking grinding, my guy. And eventually, I got one job, and it just wasn't working out. I was wearing myself out. Didn't really have the energy. And keep in mind, like this whole time, I had only gone and done open mics like fucking 3 or 4 times, and from August to like January. It was very fucking rough, man. I didn't have. I just didn't. It was also a shock, right? A shock of like, oh, I'm living out on my own, and like I technically am. Like I have no support system, you know. I come from a very low income family, so like it's not like I can just be like, hey, I don't have enough for the rent. Can you come help me out? Can you give me a little bit of cash? That wasn't in my fucking. That wasn't an option. My option was just going out there and fucking grinding and doing what I could, man, and just dying every fucking day. Like I think, sorry, I moved the wire a little bit. I think now I'm at a point where I'm like, okay, I've kind of settled myself here. Um, you know, Now I should start putting in the work. But for a while, man, I didn't. It was rough, man, and I felt like a failure. And I still kind of feel like that way sometimes. You know, cause like you just think about things. That's what weed does to you. It makes you think about shit. And like, what am I doing? Right? Am I throwing away my life and I'm not gonna succeed and now I'm just gonna be like, you know, poor as fuck for the rest of my life? Like that's scary, man. Like especially as you get like I mean like in my early 20s, like I don't really think about that. I was just running around having a good time, smoking weeds, just saying that, oh, I want to be a comedian, I want to be a comedian, I want to be this, I want to be that. And then nothing was happening. Like nothing was going on. And it sucked, man. And like it really fucking sucked. Like I felt like I was a big failure because I came here to do these things, and I knew it was gonna be difficult, but the scope of difficulty was fucking expert, bro. Like you know, I went from living by myself, paying like fucking $300 a month, 350 a month. I still had a hookup too. Like a friend of mine had like a few properties, and he just let me rent one, you know. And so I was paying like 350, big ass lot in a trailer home. Just fucking, I had room for myself, dude. If I wanted to go outside to smoke, I could. Like I had freedom, you know. And I was making decent money for like a small town. I was making like 14 an hour, putting in 40-hour weeks. Like I was making money. We were going on trips all the time. We were just, and to be honest, we were wasting time a little bit because we were trying to enjoy ourselves, but we didn't really think about the future as much. Like we were dreaming about the future. You're in that stage where you were dreaming about the future. You were thinking about what you wanted to do, but there wasn't many actions that were going towards that, and it fucking sucked, man. Like I remember I was gonna move here. I was gonna move to another town, and my girlfriend had like a white vehicle, some like fucking Kia Sorrento, fucking garbage piece of shit. Like here's how garbage it was. You couldn't put in gas fast. You had to just squeeze the trigger here and there, because whatever the fuck is in there, just spit out the fucking gas. And it wasn't even that it was full or anything, but you couldn't pump gas fast. You had to like just tap it, tap it, tap it. Imagine putting $20, $25 in gas just by doing this shit. Oh, It was like 5 minutes. It was 5 minutes, bro. It was fucking garbage. She was leaking oil, leaking water. You know, we just said, fuck it, we're gonna move. My girlfriend actually had a job over there, and and then it broke down. That car broke down. I had like an expedition. It was a money pit, man. And like we did like I remember we did a whole party, like a going away party and shit. I did all this shit and all this stuff. And you know we had a big party, blah blah blah. I think it was like around my birthday too, so like a birthday slash going away party. All my friends came and shit, and then I didn't leave because instead of putting money into getting better vehicles and just kind of doing things right, we were being fucking stupid, and it just didn't work out. Like we just stayed in that for a whole another year and a half or some shit like that, probably even longer. And hold on, I ran out of the other drink. God damn, this thing's hot. That's the one thing about cigars, man. This shit fucking it's hot as balls. I'm not used to it. But yeah, man, it was a fucking mess. Like it was rough. It was really fucking rough. And yeah, man. So we moved here with nothing, and just slowly over time, we just kind of settled ourselves. I remember I didn't feel like I was a part of this town, right? I didn't feel like I was comfortable being in the city for like the first year and a half. I think barely now I'm starting to get comfortable, and I did start actually going to a lot of open mics and shit. And I really started going. I was going like 3 or 4 times a week, and as much as I enjoyed it, you know, there was something that I just didn't. I liked it more as a hobby. Like I don't know if that makes sense. Like I still want to go out there and shit and go do it, but I feel like it's more for fun now. You know, didn't really think I wanted to do it as a career, especially because like if I was single, I feel like I would have. But like I started getting into podcasting. I started streaming a lot earlier than what I was than when I started really getting into comedy and stuff. And I started doing these things, and I enjoy it. Right? Like, listen, I got 25 subscribers. Like most of what people watch is like 5 minutes of this thing, but it's reps. It's reps, right? The same thing, the same logic for comedy is that you have to keep doing it, you have to constantly do it, and that's how you're gonna get better. Same shit for me. Like, same shit for podcasting, same shit for really anything in life. So, and I enjoy this. I enjoy it. I actually enjoy just sitting out here, just kind of talking, kind of venting. It pauses the day. You get to do like a good amount of stuff. I'm gonna take off this ash. Look, it's a thick old boy, and I know you're supposed to let it like go as far as possible, but like it bothers me, and I don't want this bitch to just fall all over the fucking thing. So I apologize. I don't know to all the cigar people, to none of the cigar people that watch this, because nobody that smokes a cigar watches this fucking garbage. But hey, I'm sorry. Hold on. But anyways, yeah, like it sucked, man. It really sucked, and but now I really enjoy it. To be honest with you, like I enjoy what I do. Like I like coming home, doing a spot, either not really doing a party, but just streaming. Just streaming, just talking to people, playing games, having fun with friends. It's a more enjoyable thing for me, and it was very difficult for me to really like come to terms with. I had talked so much about being a comedian, and it turns out that's not really what I wanted to do in life. And after talking so much shit back at home, that like it felt very strange to just give it up. And for a while, I was just kind of doing it, and I was enjoying it, but I didn't think I wanted to do it as a career. You know, maybe that'll change in the future, but for now, I'm really enjoying this. Like I'm enjoying sitting here talking and whatever. But that was fucking crazy, man. I remember there was a lot of moments where like I didn't think we were gonna stay in that apartment for the first year. Got a fucking job with an insurance company. Fucking oh, it was okay, but like after a while, I had to travel, and I traveled through COVID. Like I got the job in January. I remember in March, I wasn't really paying attention to the news, so I didn't really know what was going on. I know there was a virus and that people were getting it, but like hadn't really hit the scope that it hit then. that it hit before. And then I just remember it was my first time too, my first week traveling. I had traveled. It was like a 3 hour drive to like this one office, and I've told this story before, but I'll tell it on the next podcast. But because I'm actually running low on time for this 30-minute one. But I'm just gonna continue and do the next one. I'm gonna bank these. What do you want me to tell you? Um, but yeah, man, it was fucking crazy. Like I didn't like the first week. I remember like the first week of it. Like I straight up fucking. That's when the lockdown happened, and like people had to stay home. Shit was starting to close down. People were starting to have to wear masks. That was my first week of traveling, and I had to stay there for a whole week. And I mean, I didn't know how this shit was gonna work, so I was like freaked out that like maybe I'm not gonna be able to fucking go home. Like I'm gonna be stuck in this fucking piece of shit place. Like it was in the middle of no bumfuck nowhere, but we had an insurance office there for whatever reason, and it was fucking garbage, man. Like I didn't like that shit at all. And I was just sitting there, like, no. Here's the thing: the fucking office made like no fucking money. Like it was a fucking. I'm pretty sure it was like almost like a money pit, cause like apparently it was a brand new office, and the girl had called in because she felt sick, so like nobody really knew how it worked. So I was over there sitting in a fucking COVID office for a whole week. Somehow didn't catch it, and if I did, I mean, hopefully, hope I didn't infect anybody, cause I was just like, I mean, it was an early time, like nobody really understood how this shit really worked as well. People were still figuring it out. People hadn't realized that like incubators weren't the right way to go and shit. Like, people were just raw dogging it out there, fucking running around with no mask on, just fucking getting COVID. And I traveled back, and apparently, here's what also bothered me is that like only essential places were supposed to be open, and the government decided that fucking insurance companies were important. Like bro, you're about to give us a shitty stimulus check, and you expect us to pay so much shit with it. Like people's insurance was like around like 150, 160, 175, and a lot of people weren't working at the time. I mean, like I remember just telling people how much it was gonna be for like a brand. Like, and here's the thing, there were still people coming in here with like, they were like, yeah, I got some savings, I budgeted, blah blah blah. I remember, and then everything closed down. Like it was like around there. I mean, I feel bad for all those people. They got brand new cars. Not even brand new cars. They just got a car and they had to pay for all this shit. I feel really bad for them because there was just no stopping. Like that, nobody like you really had to just keep paying insurance. Like people were letting you go and the people weren't stopping you, and you weren't really getting penalized for it. But like you were still expected to have insurance throughout the whole 2020 pandemic. You were expected to have a lot of things that just wasn't possible. Like even though I was working in that field, like I feel like they should have just fucking shut that shit down. No point in it. Anyways, I gotta stop this podcast. I'll be right back next week for you.